welcome to another episode of Tech Time Talk. So today I'm going to be reviewing my new camera, my Lumix G7. So let's just get right into it. So this Lumix G7 that I own is a mirrorless camera that's manufactured by Panasonic. I personally bought a 14 to 140mm lens kit because that lens fitted my needs. The 14 to 140mm lens is a really versatile lens with a pretty wide aperture. I think it was f3.5 to 5.6 depending on like how much you zoom, and it also has a pretty deep focal length. This camera is said to be pretty capable with both like photos and videos, so stills and movies. So as a videographer or video maker, I think that's what I should call myself, but I'll be talking more about the video aspect of the camera. So this is my first professional camera. As this is my first professional camera, I was really amazed how capable this camera is. It's even called the little brother of the GH4, which the GH4 this camera. The GH4 is considered like the go-to camera for a lot of YouTubers, like professional YouTubers. The videos I was able to take by this camera was like phenomenal. Here's a sample video if you're wondering what it looks like. Also, the Micro Four Thirds mount, produced by Panasonic and Olympus. They have a whole range of different lenses, so finding a good lens in the future for me will be a breeze, so it won't be a problem. So another thing I really enjoy about this camera is the build of the camera. So since this is a mirrorless camera, the body is really lightweight, which is handy when like vlogging or filming outdoors. So although some parts of the camera are plastic, it doesn't feel cheap at all. The articulating LCD screen and the viewfinder is like really like spectacular. Finally, having so many function buttons and dials is really helpful when you have manual mode and change the settings. So I used to use the Canon G. Did it focus? Okay. So I used to use this Canon G7X, and I feel a really big difference, a drastic difference. So not only the fact that this is a mirrorless camera, it's like a big camera, well that's what it feels like to me, and that the hardware is completely different. The most helpful feature on this camera for me is the lens. So on the G7X, the lens it's just one lens because this is a point and shoot camera. But since it's a mirrorless camera, I get to change different lenses, and I have a whole range of lenses, as I said, in the Micro Four Thirds mount. So being able to change the lens not only allows me to learn more about how to use cameras and the lenses, but it also gives me so many options in the future depending on what kind of shots I want. Switching a lens is as powerful as buying an entire new camera. And also the processing power on this camera is just amazing. So in conclusion, I really enjoy this camera, and I hope to use it for as long as possible. This thing lasted me for about 2-3 years, I guess. But I'm still gonna use this as like B-roll and my secondary camera. Back at the G7, along with the strong specs and the lens versatility, the hardware also makes this camera a really engaging camera. So before I bought this camera, I was really hyped for this camera, and surprisingly, this camera did live up to my hype, and I'm really satisfied with what I purchased. So before ending the video, I want to point out that this review is quite biased. It's a biased review since I'm not a professional videographer, nor have I owned another professional camera in the past. Anyways, I hope some people enjoyed this Tech Time Talk, like the teeny tiny proportion of people who actually watches these videos and likes cameras. And I'll see you next week with a more entertaining video. Bye!